Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So a bit of a different one today. As you've noticed, I'm not sat in my lab or I'm not wearing my lab coat. So those of you who've watched my videos before, I'm usually in a lab. Those of you who are new, welcome and welcome to this sobering discussion about the Isle of EVRIMA and its development and us as consumers and us as buying a product, etc. Now, I'm going to talk today about the Isle's development, some controversy, stuff which I don't think many content creators are really going to cover because, quite frankly, I don't think they want to be associated with the negativity. Now, I'm not here to be negative. I'm not here to put anybody down. I don't want anyone to go on a witch hunt against certain people, certain developers, certain content creators. It's not about that. You know, I'm going to talk to you today as a consumer, as a product. You know, I've earned my subscriber base mainly off the Isle because, you know, I enjoy the Isle and I make no apologies for enjoying the game. I've enjoyed the game for a while and I'm a big supporter of it. But as a consumer, there are things which we as fans and we as a whole need to address. Now, the community on Steam recently has been, I suppose, the best word is to describe this is they've been quite active. And they've been expressing their concerns and disappointment on Steam, where it's, to be quite frankly, become quite, no, for lack of a better word, a bit of a shit show. Everyone in Steam is blasting it. And, you know, they've got some valid points. I'm not going to sit there and go for everyone's valid points. But there are some things I'd like to talk about for me, personally. You know, as a content creator for the Isle, myself, you know, there are various other content creators as well, and I think we're all guilty of this. You know, the Isle on their Discord will release snippets of information, you know, likes of Punch Packet, you know, Felipe on the Discord. People will ask them questions, and they'll answer them naturally. And as a content creator, you know, myself included, we'll see something, so I'm going to use a real-life example because I think it's only fair. You know, the Isle said that global chat was going to be removed in their Discord, and that was something they'd said by one of the developers. Now, I never covered this, but other content creators seen that, and they jump on it, and they create videos of Isle chat is going to be removed, etc. You know, I do the same. I create videos on things the Isle developers say. Now, what that does, it creates hype, it creates, not necessarily rumours, because it is true, but that might not happen for years down the line. And a lot of content creators do this on every bit of information they see because they're very passionate about the game, myself included. I'll see something and I want to cover it because for me as a content creator, it'll get me views because my fan base is Isle and I enjoy it. I'm excited by it. But that's not necessarily the right thing to do because we'll take every bit of content, every bit of concept art, put it into a video, create hype, and then people blame the developers then for them not delivering or them working on something else, when the reality is they're probably sharing something from a different department of their team. You know, they'll have various departments. Now, before we go any further, if you guys are watching this, make sure you're watching it until the end. And that's not me plugging my own channel for watch time or anything. If you're going to watch this video, watch it until the end because I don't want anyone to take what I say halfway through, cut the video, then go off and talk about what I've said to someone else or talk to me about it and not know the full context. So please, if you're watching the video, watch it until the end, or if you can't watch it all right now, stop, come back and watch it when you have time. So yeah, we'll take a bit of information and we'll put it into a video. Everyone gets hyped, you know, and then they get disappointed because the development isn't going as fast as it liked. Now, there's two sides to that story. Us as content creators, myself, you know, we'll put that out there and we'll get the views, yada, 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 get people excited. But at the same time, should the devs be leaking certain information, you know, like global chat being removed, you know, potential spoilers or potential information which is leaked on these Q&A forums, is that the right place to do it? Because then the content creators will then take that, create the video, create this hype, and then it all booms up. Maybe they should have official Q&As so everyone gets it at the same time, etc, etc. That's my thoughts as a content creator. As a consumer, we talk about the Isle's development. You know, the Isle's been in development for coming on 6 years, you know, and they're rebuilding the game right now, which I get and I understand because it was a mess in Legacy, which it still is. And I understand that. So they want to take the time and they want to rebuild it. But shouldn't that have been the case before? Shouldn't they have built the game right the first time around rather than build the first iteration, think, oh, this isn't working, and rebuild 5 years later? Hindsight's a wonderful thing, so I'm not going to sit here and blast them. They made the decision to go back and correct their wrongs. At least they've done that. I'm speaking in hindsight. Perhaps they couldn't have foreseen that the code wasn't going to work. But as a consumer and as someone who wanted a product, it is frustrating, because 6 years down the line, I'm quite frustrated the fact that we haven't got that product yet. We are going to get it. We understand that. But it is quite frustrating. So I just really wanted to do this video to get it off my chest, because a lot of people, they see my content, and they'll automatically assume that I'm affiliated with the Isle teams, the Isle development, etc. And I've got my own personal opinions and my own personal thoughts as well. I'm a consumer just like you guys, as well as a YouTuber. So I think the Isle is slightly guilty with their own leaking of information. Not so much as opposed to the way the content creators take it, create the hype. Everyone then goes on YouTube, sees all these bits of information, whether they're true, whether they're rumoured, whether they're not, whether it's just all hype from things they've said. It then creates a bit of a downward spiral, not of misinformation, but of information which people then they expect things from the developers which might not be happening. Someone could ask an innocent question on the Discord about something, which then myself or other content creators could see and think, I could make a good video out of that. And we're not doing anything wrong by doing that. We'll go and take, for example, that global chat thing, put that into a video. People will be like, whoa, global chat is being removed, which they've said it is. So the content creator isn't doing anything wrong. The Isle development team isn't doing anything wrong because someone's asked a question and they've been quite open and transparent and answered it. But the problem it creates is the fact that then people then get wound up saying, oh, well, it's getting removed now and blah, 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 when that's the wrong time, wrong place, and wrong context for all of them things I've just discussed to be released. That shouldn't be the right time. That is the wrong place, wrong time for all that to be released, where it should be released. There is a roadmap, and the Isle do use the roadmap, and I think they should stick to maybe official releases of information rather than these Q&As, because then that gets taken out of context, thrown up in the air. Yeah, it gives the Isle some great PR and publicity. Of course it does. But at the same time, I think it's damaging their development reputation and their reputation as a team. Now, people might disagree with me on this. They might totally disagree with me on this. People might agree with me on this. I couldn't really tell you. But that's for something for us to discuss in the comments. By all means, if you guys agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. That's what they're there for. I'm not going to be plugging for likes or plugging for subscribers, because that's not what this video is about. It is here for us to talk as a consumer and as a consumer yourself. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, please, by all means, let me know. And we'll have a civil discussion about it. I'm also quite conscious of the fact that I know a few of the developers actually watch my videos too. So by all means, devs, if any of you are watching and you think I've been unfair, or if you think, oh, do you know what? I agree with him on that, and that's something we're looking at, by all means, again, let me know. Reach out to me personally, by all means you can. I'm not going to bite anyone's head off. Same for anyone personally. If you want to talk to me on Discord about anything, I'm all ears. Because ultimately, I'm a big supporter of the Isle. I am. I wouldn't be making content on it if I didn't support it. But it is slightly frustrating, especially when you see the toxicity on Steam at the moment and the toxicity everywhere else. For me as a content creator, something I'm passionate about, the Isle, it becomes quite personal when people then not outright attack you, but they attack something you love. And it's quite hard to defend it if you agree with what they say. So by all means, I know this is quite a sobering video, and it's not a memey one, it's not a funny one, it's not me dressed in my stupid doctor's outfit, it's something different. So by all means, let me know what you think of this, and let's have a conversation about it. And this is the right place to do it. So guys, see you in the next one.